We have been waiting 984 days since the most recent operation, and with this being the longest we've ever waited for one, it's most likely not too far away, because you also have to remember we got operation leaks for pins and quote-unquote pet items back all the way when CS2 got released, so that means this has been in the works for Valve for a very long time. And so today, I'm going to be looking to cover the 3 things that you can do to prepare for this upcoming operation to maximize your returns. So first, just some context as to why we haven't actually seen it yet. It's most likely because Valve's focus has recently just been on improving the game as is, so when we actually see an operation, they might be able to sustain more growth. And we've seen a lot of improvements over the past year that CS2 has been out, the most notable recently being the anti-cheat, but there's been economy changes, gameplay changes, map changes, rental skins, and then with the major just recently finishing, the player count will start going down, so there's more of a reason for them to actually run an operation, which are all signs that point to Valve looking to release it hopefully sometime soon. And I'll get into the preparations right after a word from today's sponsor. Skins Monkey is an automated trading bot that's perfect if you want to swap out your skins fast and safely. They've got plenty of filters and plenty of items to choose from, so once you've found something that you like, make sure to enter my code SPAGHETTI and you'll get cash back up to $5 on a $100 trade, as well as a 35% deposit bonus, which is 5% more than regular, with code SPAGHETTI. But if you refuse to spend any money, go to the freebies section and they run giveaways there all the time, so it's definitely worth checking out. Thank you to Skins Monkey for sponsoring this video. But with that being said, no one truly knows when the operation is coming out, and there's probably a few things Valve is looking to fix up in the game before they fully release an operation. But judging based on their past with games like TF2, it's most likely going to be a big summer update or a big end of the year update, which they've done in the past of CSGO. And so if you do decide to make any preparations, they would most likely be banking on the fact that it's in the summer. But again, no way of knowing for sure. Alright, so the very first thing you can do to prepare for an operation is own more expensive items. The general consensus is that we see a downturn in the market once an operation releases because people are selling off their items to then buy the new items. But there's an exception for more expensive items because people aren't selling off their $1,000, $2,000 knives just to buy some new cases. It's going to be their cheaper ones like a $100 skin or a $50 skin. And so if you want to avoid the majority of the crash that we have seen in the past, a simple solution would just to be going into more expensive items. And this one doesn't actually make you money, but it saves you from losing money, which is pretty much the same thing. And so it's the same with point number 2, which is actually to sell off some items just to have liquid cash available that you can buy items with, because it's pretty common that you see high tier skins being absurdly expensive as soon as we see an operation drop, because people just want the skin, they don't want to go through any of the processes. Meaning, depending on the system that Valve actually releases to get skins, there's a decent chance that you can use some liquid cash to get some of these skins and get a profitable return because you can instantly sell them on the Steam market. But this one does have a little bit more risk involved because you have to understand at least how the operations work, and you've got to be quick enough to get on it before the prices drop. But the third thing is one that you don't really need to time and you can start by doing right now, and that's actually going to be to buy filler skins. Now this is something I haven't talked about in a while, but specifically for operations, we see that any skins that when you trade them up don't turn into like 3 or 2 other options are used as filler skins, and because people are buying them to use them in trades to get the event items, the prices generally go up. And so it's a way to get some quick return, but this one's technically the most risky because it's normally depreciating without an operation, and so then once you see that operation, that's when you can profit. But the problem is we don't know when that's coming, and the fact that we've been waiting 984 days, I don't think anybody's going to be predicting it. So you've got to have a pretty crazy gut feeling, and with how many people open cases in this game, I think there will be a few people that are interested in this. But for that one, I would wait till we're seeing a few more leaks for the operation, because for now we've only seen consistent updates to the game, and normally we see some kind of leaks before the operation actually releases. And so until then, I personally would hold off just a little bit. But I'm curious to hear what everyone else thinks. Is the consensus that this is coming soon? Let me know, and subscribe if this was interesting at all to you and hopefully helps you out when the operation's coming in. But that's all. Bye bye.